Action in the first quarter of play. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
On 2nd and 2, Murray. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Murray going to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And some strong running. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 5. 80 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Wiggles free. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Edwards-Helaire, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Thomas. 20! Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 72 yards. And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Mahomes' throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And again, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Murray's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Murray now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We've got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his... is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. One quarter remains here in the the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara. And he's got some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Saints are moving closer to their 2nd Super Bowl title in franchise history.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Play fake. Murray. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 4th down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
148 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
He continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
This year, just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.